When something happens in the news, something about politics, you might have noticed how we set up an interview, set up a story to talk about it on this show. We have a little graphic that you can see over my shoulder that says something about the story. In this case, it's "What do mommies and daddies say?" which is a quote from the person we're about to be discussing. Then I do a little monologue intro explaining the story, trying to make the salient points, point out the importance of the story, make the salient points stand out. We base these little intros on news reports about the story, any primary source material we've been able to turn up about it, comment sometimes from the participants involved, and often a little bit of my own analysis. That's sort of our formula. That's how these segments usually work. But today, for this story, for "What do mommies and daddies say?" there is nothing that I can add. There's no way I can make this better or more understandable than just to straight up read you the lead from the Associated Press today. This is totally unembellished, unedited. This is it. The chairman of the House Armed Services Committee said yesterday that he thought the military should keep its ban on openly gay service members, in part because he did not want to open a national discussion about homosexuality. I'm not kidding. I'm not embellishing. This is seriously the story. Okay, the AP continues. The chairman, Congressman Ike Skelton, a conservative Missouri Democrat, said he thought the debate in Congress over the proposed repeal of the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy might force families to explain homosexuality to their children. Quoting Ike Skelton, quote, "What do mommies and daddies say to their 7-year-old child?" Mr. Skelton asked. That's it. That's not me cobbling that together from various sources, trying to make the most dumbfounding point possible out of this story. That is actually what he said. The reason we're not repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell straightforwardly, the reason the Democrats can't pass a straight-up repeal measure through the House of Representatives that they dominate is because the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, Ike Skelton, is quite literally afraid to talk about the fact that gay people exist. He doesn't want there to be a debate about anything gay at all, because then people might know and have to discuss the fact that gay people exist, and he finds that awkward. He would rather that we could please just avoid the whole issue of the gay, not just gays in the military, but the gay. He doesn't want the poor families to have to see the word gay in the newspaper because it makes him feel weird. Congressman Skelton admits that none of his constituents have expressed these same fears to him. Nobody's asking him to please don't act to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, because that might keep mentions of the gay out of Missouri newspapers. He admits that it's not coming from his constituents, it's just him. He just feels icky about the whole idea of the gay, and he doesn't want to hear it discussed. So 14,000 Americans have to be fired from their jobs in the military because Congressman Ike Skelton is ooged out by the word gay. Also, cooties.